So here's my dolphin so far. Just sanded it lightly and just spray painted it. This is just a base coat. I just want to have somewhere to start, and then I'm going to paint over the whole thing anyway. But yeah, but it looks better already, just taking off all that blue. Hello. All right, guys, we're going to work on this guy today. I decided, I've been all over the place. First, I was going to glue like little charms on him, because I have a whole bunch of, let's say, ocean style charms that I'm never going to probably use. And I thought, oh, that looked kind of cute on there. But then I decided, I'm just going to keep it simple. So my intent is to make him look like an old statue with patina, like that you would see in a water fountain or something like that. And on the bottom, I want to eventually, I may cut out and add weights on the inside, and then put it on like a little board or something, because he might make a good bookend, right? So like to hold up journals and stuff like that. Even though, I don't know if you can see, but if this doesn't line up like to be right on the book, it would be kind of weird. But I tried it, but still, it'd be a good bookend. So I am going to paint him using some paint that I had purchased a while ago, but I have not used it yet. I did test it out on the bottom of him down here, but I think I might have messed up when I was doing it, so I'm going to try it again. I mean, it looks cool, but this paint has a metal in it. So we have a copper metallic and dark bronze metallic. So this has metal, it's metal paint, okay? And then it comes with patina oxidizer. Hold on, where's my spray bottle? Here. I have a little bit in the spray bottle. So I'm going to use this and just spray it after I paint this. So the first thing you have to do is you put one layer down, let it dry, and then just put a second coat. And then while the second coat is wet, then you spray it. So I'm just going to sponge it on. The original, when I did it originally, the patina looks pretty cool, as you can see, but it just turned out really dark. I don't know, but I think I messed up, because it says when you reach the point of the patina that you like, then to cover it with a matte, like a matte medium or a, sealer. And I did that with a brush, and it kind of smeared it all, like it didn't look like this one when it was, well, you'll see, because we're going to start all over anyway. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to just cover the whole first layer, and then we'll do the second layer, because I have to go to work. So then we'll do the second layer, spray it, and then I will do like a time lapse. I think I'll just record it oxidizing and then speed it up so that you guys can see the process. But for now, I'm just going to use some spongy old sponge brushes and just cover him up with these. I'm going to mix the two together, which is what I did down here. It just came out. Maybe I'll do less of the dark and more of the lighter to see, but it doesn't matter, because it does still look cool, and it does look like a statue. But I think I messed it up by spraying too much, or with the matte medium. So maybe I need to let it dry a little bit more before I start coating it. Or I'm going to try a spray sealant the second time and see if that helps. All right, so I'm just going to pour some on there and just kind of sponge him around. Or maybe I should just do a section at a time. What do y'all think? Thing with this paint, it does not actually, since this is the bottom layer, I'm just going to do this. I don't want strokes on him, like brush strokes. Is the reason why I was thinking of using the sponge. But since this is the bottom coat, I think I'll be okay. But he's really light, so that's why I want to kind of put some weights in him. I might need to use a brush though to get to some of these crevices in here, like on his under his fins and stuff like that down here. Okay, yeah, I won't do the, probably shouldn't do the base yet because I won't have a way to hold it. And like I said, doesn't have to be perfect. All right, I'm just going to stop here and clean that off. Use that on here. And then I'm just going to, while this is still wet, I'm going to add some of the copper too. Maybe I'll put it over here on the palette. And remember, I'm still going to put another layer. Once this is dry, I'm going to put another layer on top. I can still see some of the gray peeking through, but you know what? I don't care. I think I'll just leave it like this for now. Again, I'm going to do the bottom again too. So I'm just going to focus on the dolphin itself right now, best I can. All right, we'll let this dry. So I kind of have it mostly covered. You can still see some gray peeking through. That's okay though. I'm going to have to get a brush to get into some of these crevices, but that'll be my second coat. All right, so let's leave him like this and let him dry. And then when I get home from work today, I'll put on the second coat, and then while it's wet, we'll spray on the patina. Okay? All right. I'll see y'all after work. Hello. I am back from work. I have pumpkin crunch in the oven. So I figured while I wait for that, I'm going to put another layer of paint on and then spray it. And then I'm going to try to set up my camera. I don't know how long it takes for it to oxidize, but I'm going to set up my camera and just have it keep recording. Hopefully it's not too long and my camera doesn't run out of juice or, you know, just turn itself off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But let's just try. Doesn't hurt to try. All right. So I like the way it's looking right now, with the more of the lighter copper look. But we have to put on another layer, and then while the paint is wet, we will spray it. I'm thinking, no, you know, I am going to do the whole thing, at least the top part. I might not get under here, you know. I'll do that when I do the bottom part. But yeah, let's just do it and see. I can always paint over it again if it doesn't turn out the way I like it. I'm going to put a little bit of the dark on with a spongy sponge. The sponge is hard too. I probably should use, you know what, I should use my brush. Let me do that. Hold on. Let me grab my brush and see if this will work. I just don't want to do strokes, but I think I can. Yeah. Do it like that. Because if it has texture on it, you know, like kind of rough texture, that I don't mind. Now this paint, it was a bit, I'd say, on the pricey side. I think the whole kit, how much did I spend for it? I think it was like 60 bucks or something like that. But this paint does, you don't really need a lot of it. It seems to go on pretty easy, I want to say. So you don't need a lot, or at least not for a small project like this. A little bit more. I guess because the paint is kind of liquidy. I know I said I wasn't going to do under the tail, but I lied. Okay, now let's add a little bit of copper. This is reminding me of when I did the November Grateful journal and I did the trash can. It's kind of the same technique. Two different colors and then you just kind of make it mottled looking. Oh, I'm not sure if you guys can hear that playing, but quite loud. Today's hot here today. It's like in the 80s. So I have the front door open. And it smells good because I'm baking pumpkin crunch for tomorrow's potluck at work. Which means I will not be riding my bike to work because that would prove difficult. All right, so I think it's wet all around. Looks pretty even. I don't know how, I guess I should have read the directions again. I don't know. I think I can let it dry a tiny bit. I don't want to do it while it's too wet. Hubby's not feeling good today. He's been in bed all day because of that hernia. So I went and checked on him and asked him what he wanted for dinner. Just go pick up something. And he wants the plant power place with the vegan burgers or vegetarian burgers. I don't know if they're vegan. Yeah, I think they're vegan because the cheese is fake too. All right. So, okay. Let me see if I can. They have. If I can read directions. Does they have directions on here? Read well. My oxidizer. My brush, sponge, or spritzer while the magic metallic is wet. All right. Once desired level of oxidation is achieved, apply 2 coats of matte sealer to stop the oxidation process. I did that yesterday and I kind of didn't like how that turned out. Okay, so it says while it's wet. So I'm going to spray it now. And also in the kit, you got, okay, so this is bronze and copper. You also got a gold metallic and steel metallic. And I think the steel metallic has its own rapid rust. So that one is more of a rust. I should try that on here too and see what happens. But I'm just going to stick with the patina. All right, so I'm going to spray it now. I'm not trying to be artsy or anything because I've never used this before. But all right, so I'm just going to spray it. Then now I'm going to put you on pause and set up my camera to kind of watch this, not from the top, but from the side. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so I have it recording now, and I'm going to go sit on the couch and drink some tea while this dries. I think I already see it. Let me see if I can move you guys over here without causing too much. Can you see where it looks he's kind of brown under there, or kind of right here? You see the copper? I might have sprayed too much on there, but that's okay. This is how we learn. See on this flipper? Okay, so I'm gonna let this go. I wonder if I should pat it. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. And if it's too much, we can always go with paint back over it. But I'm kind of liking like down here. Can you see the fingerprint on there? No. Okay. can see the difference, but it's like hardly any copper left. So I might have sprayed a little too much on it, but it looks pretty cool. Anyways, all right. So I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'll come back and check on it. Wow, I'd say it works pretty fast, huh? It's only been about 20 minutes minus, let's see, I think I started around 7 minutes, and now we're at 20, so actually less than 20 minutes, probably about 13 minutes. But look, it's even getting like, oops, sorry, a whitish. I think that's where it's really, really dry. This is still kind of wet. Let me go back a little bit. I'm kind of close, sorry. This is definitely wet down there. I wonder if I dab it or just leave it. I don't know. On this side where it was kind of facing down. Oh, I guess it did get, I don't know if I like that copper right there. Lot where it didn't spray, I guess. And I don't think if I spray it now, I don't think it'll work because it has to be wet. It has to be on the wet paint. But yeah, look, that's pretty cool though. I like it. I'm just gonna add paint to that and redo that. But I'm really digging how this looks. I'm gonna get a little bit of a towel and see, or cotton. No, cotton will probably stick to it. Let's see. See? Okay, all right. Not bad. Let's see if I guess this is where I would spray it with the matte sealant. Okay. I'm going to actually just, I really like how this looks though. I think I'm gonna spray some more on there, like see where it just totally missed. I'm gonna dab it with a little bit of paint again, and then spray some more mist on there. But I like how it's turning white. It looks so realistic. All right, let me put you up here. Because I don't think if I spray it now, I don't think it's going to do anything. All right, let me get my brush out. Okay, get a little bit of the copper. You know what? I still have some over here on my palette. I might as well not waste it. All right. Let's see what it looks like if I dab it over the wet spots already. Here. Kind of blend it. Okay, so I'm going to spray that again. Oh. I don't want it. One of the places that it's already been. All right. So I'm not gonna do the camera time for this. I'm just gonna let this now dry, and then we'll be back. Okay, but I'm gonna stop my video right now. Hello, everyone. It is in the morning, early in the morning, and I am getting ready to head out to work. Probably about an hour, but I wanted to show you guys our dolphin. So let me scooch back a little bit. And so when I left off, I took it outside after I let it oxidize for a while, but it was like going really quick and turning really white. So I sprayed it with a sealant, um, and then I let it dry overnight. And so this is what it ended up looking like. The only thing I don't like is once you seal it, I liked it when before you seal it, it looks kind of sandy and grainy, the white part, or the lighter part, I should say. It's not really white, like it's bits, you know what I mean? And then when you seal it, it smooths out, and then it tends to look more like marble to me, like it's marbleized. Um, but I still like it. I mean, it's really cool technique, really cool paint. Um, you can still see some little pieces of bronze peeking out here. I didn't want to even cover it up that much, but it just did its work. So that's what happens, I guess, when things oxidize. There's more down here because I ended up not adding any more down here to the bottom. I just left it as it is. So now the next thing I'm going to do off camera, because this will be the end of this video, is I'm just going to drill a hole in the bottom and either put some sand in there, or if the hole is big enough, I have some rusty lugs out there that'll weigh this down, and then I'll just cap it back up. I really don't want to put it on a piece of wood because I just kind of want to leave it as is and make it a bookend for journals, for junk journals, for now. But yeah, pretty neat, huh? All right, so then the paint I used, the brand it's from Mako, Magic Metallic. And like I said, it comes in a kit, and you get, let's see how many paints you get. 1, 2, 3, 4 different metallic paints, and they are eight fluid ounces. And then you get the green patina and also the rapid rust. And you saw you don't really need a lot. I mean, on a small project, but imagine if you have a large project that you want to do this with, and this is plastic, and you see it made it look like it's metal or whatever, you know what I mean? So now it looks like the statue, like I wanted it to look. My initial idea was to add like little charms all over it, like gears or whatever, and then I had a whole bunch of like I was saying, sea, like oceanic type charms. But then I'm like, no, to me that's too cluttered. I just wanted to keep it simple, look like a statue in a water fountain. I also had thoughts of cutting a piece open and putting one of those, either a succulent or a air, those air plants that just survive on air. You just mist them. You don't really have to water them. But I think I'm just going to leave him as is. It was more to practice and experiment using the paint. Um, so that's it. That's the dolphin, the blue dolphin project. I like those paints. I am glad I invested in them. I'm going to experiment some more. I'm thinking of maybe putting the paint, adding the oxide stuff to it, and then painting and seeing what happens. You know what I mean? Like as you paint. Again, I just spritzed it on. So now I'm thinking, what if you take it with a brush and kind of put it where you want it, that kind of thing. But yeah, so I hope this was an enjoyable video for you guys. I got these on Amazon, and like I said, they're like 60 bucks. But I'm pretty sure they have different brands, probably maybe less expensive. I just kind of grabbed the first one that I saw. It had pretty good reviews. And what was I going to say? Boop 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 boo. I forget, but I just searched for metal paint, like metallic paint, and of course you have to put metal paint, real metal paint, or paint with metal in it, things like that if you want to look for it. But or you can just search Mako Magic Metallic paint, and then I'm sure other options will come up with it. All right, so that's it. Later, I'm gonna, after I do the sand in there, sand or weight, and I have them on my bookshelf, I'll take a picture and I'll end the video with that picture so you guys can see what it looks like on the shelf. All right. All right. But I'm going to say tschüss for now. All right. Tschüss, everyone.